What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Cinematic Wonder. Today, we're diving deep into the finale of Agatha All Along. While this might be the end of the series as we know it, it's clear that the story will continue in new ways, so there's plenty to unpack. Let's kick things off with your thoughts. How did you feel about the series overall, and what about that finale? Personally, I think they absolutely nailed it. The first few episodes were a bit hit or miss for me, but once they hit their stride, I was all in. I'd call it a grand slam overall. Share your thoughts in the comments, especially if you want to avoid spoilers, because we're diving straight into the nitty-gritty of episodes 8 and 9. So, let's get into it. We're here to unpack the finale and its implications for the future of the Marvel Universe. There are two major revelations we need to discuss that really set the stage for what's next. First up, many fans speculated that Agatha may have fabricated the whole idea of surviving the Witch's Road. If you were one of those fans, you were partly right. It turns out, she did create the road, but not in the way you might think. Agatha and her son, Nicholas Scratch, actually composed a song while wandering the road together as witches. This Witch's Road concept came straight from their imagination. So, what does this mean for the road that Agatha has been traveling on with her coven? The answer is fascinating. They were indeed traveling on a witch's road, but this one was shaped by Billy Maximoff, a character with powers that mirror his mother, the Scarlet Witch. This connection makes total sense, given that he can manipulate reality just like Wanda. As the series progressed, we saw hints of Billy's enormous potential, especially when Lilia drew the magician card for him, suggesting he could manifest his goals into reality. This wasn't just a metaphor, it was a literal truth. By the end of episode 8, Billy realizes this power is significant, and he uses it to restore Jen's abilities. His journey showcases just how powerful he truly is, setting up exciting possibilities for future Marvel narratives. But let's take a moment to discuss the Witch's Road further. It's not as straightforward as the song made it seem. When Agatha completes her trial, nothing happens. Why? Because Billy had created the road, and it was a mere illusion, a product of their imaginations rather than a genuine source of power. This realization hits hard as Billy grapples with the consequences of his actions, feeling guilt over everything that transpired. What's even more compelling is the role of death in all this. In the final episodes, we learn that if Wiccan or Billy dies, he will simply reincarnate. This revelation presents a fascinating layer to his character, showcasing his defiance against the natural order, something that both fascinates and infuriates the embodiment of death herself. Now let's delve into Agatha and her relationship with death, who is revealed to be Rio. Their history is complex and fraught with tragedy. Agatha once begged Rio to spare her child, Nicholas, but ultimately, Rio has to do her job, taking lives as part of the cosmic order. Agatha's past choices haunt her, especially after she's lost so much. The dynamic between Agatha and death becomes a central theme. It's a tumultuous relationship filled with love, betrayal, and sacrifice. When Agatha realizes she may have to give up her life to save Billy, she's faced with an impossible choice. Their relationship has shades of tragedy. It's not just a fight against death, but a deeply emotional struggle. When the climax unfolds, we see Agatha desperately trying to negotiate with death, believing she can find a way to save herself and her newfound son. The tension builds until the ultimate confrontation takes place. Death confronts Agatha at Ralph Boner's home, and the stakes couldn't be higher. As death attacks, Agatha fights back but quickly realizes she's outmatched. Just as it seems all hope is lost, Billy swoops in, fully powered and ready to save the day. This moment was electrifying and perfectly captured the essence of heroism that runs through the series. Billy's trust in Agatha solidifies the bond they've formed throughout the series, and instead of draining him of his power, she draws on their shared emotional connection to reclaim her own abilities. This moment illustrates Agatha's growth. She's not just the villain anymore, but a complex character with the capacity for love and redemption. The final moments are filled with high stakes and emotional weight. Agatha makes the heart-wrenching decision to sacrifice herself for Billy. It's a moment of profound character development, one that challenges her identity and past misdeeds. The parallels between Agatha's story and the themes of sacrifice and motherhood resonate deeply. Death's role isn't purely antagonistic. She embodies a cosmic balance. Agatha's fight against her is not just about survival, but about the choices she has made throughout her life. The climax highlights the idea that even the most flawed characters can seek redemption through love and sacrifice. As we approach the conclusion of the series, Agatha's journey doesn't end with her death. Instead, she transforms into a ghost, tethered to the living realm by her emotional connections. This sets the stage for future adventures with Billy, as they embark on a quest to find Tommy, hinting at even more thrilling narratives ahead. Billy's emotional turmoil is palpable as he grapples with the implications of his actions. He may feel guilt over the chaos caused by his powers, but he also learns to harness them for good. The emotional stakes are heightened as he mourns the loss of his brother and the Coven, yet his journey is just beginning. Now let's talk about what this all means for the MCU moving forward. Fans are buzzing about potential new series and projects focusing on Agatha and Billy's quest. Will we finally see a reunion with Wanda, the Scarlet Witch? The possibilities are endless, and I can't wait to see how this story evolves. As we wrap up this series, I want to hear from you. What were your favorite moments? Did the finale meet your expectations? Are you excited for what lies ahead? Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comments below. In conclusion, Agatha All Along may have started as a quirky spin-off, but it transformed into a rich narrative filled with emotional depth and character development. From Agatha's tumultuous relationship with death to Billy's journey of self-discovery, this series has set the stage for some fascinating stories ahead in the MCU. Thank you for sticking with me through this breakdown. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more insights and discussions on your favorite cinematic adventures. Until next time, keep wondering about the magic that lies ahead.